everybody, and welcome to There's Bob. I'm Bob.
And I'm Joe, and we support unsigned musicians throughout Southern California.
And clubs.
One city,
one club,
one band,
and 5 originals.
So if you know of a club that supports unsigned musicians through their jam sessions
and evening events,
be sure to read the intent to produce
on our website at
www.there'sbob.com. You could be next.
It's your grandma.
What do you think she wants?
Oh, you know. Everyone meet my mom.
Hi, are you on your way to Cocopelli's Cantina?
Yes, Mom. Just got on the road.
Do you remember how to get here?
Oh, yeah, but give me a landmark.
Highway 62. It's on the left side, about halfway through Yucca Valley. It's attached to the La Casita Nueva Mexican restaurant. It's a big sign in front. You can't miss it.
All right, thanks, Grandma.
Thanks.
See you there.
See you there.
Hello, my name is Roberto. I'm the manager here at Cocopelli's Cantina. Cocopelli's Cantina is part of the La Casita restaurant. The La Casita restaurant is a family-owned Mexican restaurant with award-winning Mexican food. What we do here at Cocopelli's is a variety of things. We feature music 5 nights a week in different forms. We do karaoke, of which we've had national champion karaoke singers actually be part of our venues here. We have open mic on 1 night a week, and from the open mic there's actually a number of people who have then moved to like our Taco Tuesdays and had a 2-hour show which we featured a variety of different kinds of talents, duos, bands. We have live music for those who like to get the dance on Friday. Right, currently we have a house band called Cocomotion. Cocomotion is made up of several local folks who, for the pleasure of music and for the pleasure of performing, get up there and play lots of dance music throughout the night. So, Cocopelli's is filled with music, and we're very happy to be part of this show.
Richard.
Hi, Bob.
You're here. How you doing?
Good.
You know, I called in Tom Merrick to come sit in with us to play the show, but I'm not so sure he's going to make it. You want to sit in with my band?
I'd love to sit in with your band.
You got your gear with you?
Yes, I do.
Well, go get it and get dressed. Let's get ready to do it.
All right.
Hey, Dad, guess what? Pressure Cookers doesn't have a bass man. Their original cut out, and they can't get a hold of the backup.
Oh, well, I got you covered.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Well, I wasn't sure if Tom Merrick was going to make it, so I asked Richard if he'd sit in with our band. But just as soon as I did that, Tom Merrick came walking up, so we can take Richard and we can put him in the pressure cooker.
Well, that'll work out awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Rick Chaffy from the Pressure Cookers.
Hi, Bob.
How you doing, Rick?
Good to see you.
Good to
Thanks
see
for having
you.
me on the show.
So you've been playing up here in the high desert for quite a long time.
Probably close to 20 years.
You played with Sean Mafia.
Cocomotion right now present here at Cocopelli's. Marty Kelly Band, John Lynn Band. That's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah. And then just a lot of various musicians throughout the years, setting in with other people and things like that.
So how did you get mixed up with the blues band?
I know Mike.
Where'd you guys come up with this name, Pressure Cooker?
It was Mike's idea. We wanted to make it sound like it was impromptu empty.
Well, basically, the reality of all of that is that's how musicians flow. Sometimes they all get together and it all just happens to work and it sticks. And sometimes we float through other musicians while we're in the process of creating something. And as long as this is taken to create, I'm not surprised that musicians have changed out.
Yeah, and there has been a few changes out. And some of those impromptu things just getting together, they turn out to be some of the best music made. You know, when it's just off the cuff, improvising. So we probably have played this song 20 different times, you know, sounding a little bit different every time.
I remember the first time we played that song together.
At the Rock and Recovery Center. Yeah.
That was probably the best sound that I've heard it.
Yeah, and a lot of people enjoyed that. It was fun.
It's a whole lot different when you're ad-libbing and just having a good time. So you've been here at Kokopelli's jam sessions and...
I haven't been to any of the jam sessions, but I was asked to sit in on the Friday night house band when they first started, and been doing that for probably a month and a half now. And some musicians have changed out too, but we're getting a good core group, and we're working with each other, getting to know each other, and we're having fun. So I'm enjoying it.
So if you had an opportunity and you knew a living musician that was your hero, that you could sit in with, who would that be?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Wait, Jimi Hendrix.
He's naming the people that are gone.
Wait,
In the now.
Eric Clapton.
And he's one of my heroes too.
And we're about the same age too, except he's a little younger.
I'd like to thank you for coming on my show. You guys did an excellent job.
Well, thanks, Bob. It was a pleasure.
Hello, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm good. I've known Jeff for a lot of years. He's
sir.
one of the best piano players in the whole high desert up here.
Thank you.
So give us a little bit about your life history.
Well, I started playing the piano when I was 16. A little more seriously, I goofed around with it as a kid, you know. My parents were both musicians, so there was always music going on, and, you know, they'd get their... My mother was a piano player, and my father was a bass player and a guitar player. So they'd have a few cocktails and bring out the instruments, and off they went, you know. So I have 5 other brothers and sisters, so we were all privy to that music, so it kept us with it.
You're quite the composer. How many songs do you have now?
Good grief, I don't know. It's a pretty big number. I'm working on my 3rd CD right now, so that should be interesting.
So have you had any opportunities besides this show to go and show any of your music off?
Well, me and a lady friend that I write with, we did a show down at Agua Caliente, and we won 3rd place, so that was pretty cool.
So do you know what the theory to my program is?
I have a general understanding.
Well, in my program, we go around and we pick up on musicians that are unsigned, that have original music. We try to get them aired so that some of the higher up people can have an opportunity to see them without the musician having to go out of their way. we go out on location,
Oh, fantastic.
just like we did here. We come into the club, and Joey and I ran around with cameras, and we shot a few times and convinced Mr. Roberto, the club manager, to let us come in and do a shoot, and that's how all of this came to be.
Wow. Well, it's fantastic. It's been fun being part of it.
We went to Skyline Recording Studio back about 4 years ago.
Already.
4? Yeah, it's been 4 years. And we went in and we played from 9 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the morning, and we completed 9 songs in that one sitting. Johnny Perez was the owner of the recording studio. Now, he was a part of the Sir Douglas Quintet back in the 60s.
Neat feeling place.
The one thing that I thought that was exciting about working with you and everybody that was there is that it actually ran so smooth and so fast that we managed to record 9 songs in one setting. And there was only one other person in that recording studio that actually ever made 9 songs in one sitting. Do you know who that was?
No.
It was Randy Rhoads.
Aha.
And that's like, I walked back up to Johnny Perez and said, hey, can we do one more? And he goes, you and your family need to get out of here. He was wore out after that.
Oh yeah, we were about that day, that's for sure. And who was the sound mixer? I don't remember who that was, but he did a fantastic job on
That was Dave.
Dave.
Yep. David Eba. And he's
Oh, that's right.
our featured sound technician in this show too.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you the best of luck with this, Bob.
All right, well,
I think it'll work out
it's
fine.
been a wonderful adventure. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
playing for us.
You betcha.
In every room, on every street, it seems that I was doomed to meet was couples who all seemed so fancy-free, sharing time and holding hands, enjoying all the love demands. I envied them, I wanted that for me. And here I was so unaware, I didn't see you standing there. The only one on earth for me was you. Out of the blue you came to me, with healing hands to set me free from the blues that ever broke my heart in two. I trembled with excitement when I caught a sight of you, imagining the things ahead that love demands we do. Let's push on through today and take this all the way, for I've waited so. Learning secrets, taking chances, wrestling feelings, second glances, burdens growing and fear abiding, excess baggage, past dividing. Now time has passed and love has found the ways to turn my heart around with feelings I had often felt before. But in those days I was a child, fear ran rampant, tears ran wild, yet I thought I'd have control once I was grown. I tremble with a sadness at the thought of me and you, when I think about the joy and pain our love has put us through. I just want to run away, though I know there's nothing gained. Why am I leaving you? tremble at the future. Will it still find you with me? Will we be just like those couples seem to be, so fancy-free? Will the passion in us burn? Will there still be more to learn? I do love you so.
Hey, Bob.
You made it!
I'm here. Here I am.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I was just talking to Richard about sitting in for you because I wasn't sure if you were going to make it or not.
I was out really late last night, but here I am.
Oh,
It is what
Ready
it
to go.
is,
Ready to
right?
go.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
well, welcome back to the show. And this is my band, the Rebel Express. Just about everybody here's played at Cocopelli's Cantina at one time or another. The Rebel Express band happened back in the 1970s. My dad initiated the band, and I inherited the band name when he passed away. And I've added to the group as we go. And George has been around the longest. Hey, George, how did you run across the Rebel Express band?
Well, when I first came out here in '79, it was down to hell, of course. And I met your dad, Harley, and just loved to go down there and sing it. That's when I really kind of started out singing. And I moved back to New York a year later, and I learned to play guitar. Uncle Lou and Uncle Sherry, and much of them taught me a little bit here and there. Tommy Russell. And I wanted to learn enough to come out and play with Harley. And when I came back out, that was my big dream. And before he passed away, we had a little talk. And I said, well, Harley kept telling me, he says, oh, I like what you do and you're good. And I said, well, Harley, one thing always bothered me. I said, I always kind of wanted to play in your band, man. I said, that's why I learned to play guitar. And you never asked me. He said, well, I thought you was good enough. I didn't think you'd want to play with me. So I was like, wow.
So then the next longest member in the band would be my son, Joey. He was kind of born into the group, you know. So, how long you been with the group there, Joey?
Well, I started playing the drums when I was 11 years old, and almost instantly started going on stage with George and my dad, playing at the Moose Lodge and random other events, and been doing it ever since.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Bob. All right. Yeah, I got hooked up with you guys through Joey, good buddy Joey. We had a day gig, working at a job, and as always, music somehow comes to mind, and we got to talking, and Joey invited me to hang out with y'all at a jam session, house party kind of thing, and one thing led to the next, and here I am.
I've known Tom for quite a few years. It's been, what, at least 10 years?
Yeah, probably 10 years.
He's come in and sat in with multiples of groups that I've been involved with. He's a very coordinated musician. So, do you remember when you met me?
I think the first time I met you was out at the Palms in Wonder Valley. You and Joey came out for a jam, and it had to be 10 years ago. And yeah, I think right then I met George too, around the same time. And Mark, not that much later.
So how's the Palms coming along?
It's good place, and more music and more musicians all the time.
And the Sibleys are still there running?
Yeah, Sibleys are still there running it.
That's nice.
who you know, they've known you longer than I have, so they go way back.
We did original songs while we were playing, and everybody's written their own music. I remember back when George and I first got together, we were doing a little thing for Hugh Hauser. We were getting ready to set up soundtracks for all of the music and the background for the 29 Palms murals. And I looked at George and I said, George, what should we name the band for this? And what did he come up with?
The Sons After the
Daughters of the Sons of the Pioneers. That was it. How many of you have ever paid to play? The thing about living in like LA is they book these bands and they give them tickets. The front band ends up getting the tickets, and what they don't sell they pass out to these other bands to sit in with them. So once they've done that, if those other bands don't sell the tickets, they end up having to take it out of their pocket to pay for the space to get recognition in the club by playing with that other band. So they're paying to play.
We don't do that up here.
No, we just go sit in because they're all our friends.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, that's
I would have
yeah.
never
We
done
use
nothing like that in the
yeah.
first
You
place.
adapt.
That's it.
Because we have clubs that support us, like Cocopelli's Cantina.
Right, and the clubs that are supporting musicians everywhere that I've gone, you know, they really bring the heart out in all of the musicians because we're all a family. That's where the feelings and emotions towards everybody comes from. It's not like it was when I was growing up, when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you know, musicians were booked in and they were booked in steady, and when they got booked in steady, they didn't have time to make it to jam sessions. So a lot of musicians really didn't even get to know how to meet each other. They just crossed paths and said, well, I'm so-and-so and I play with this band. Oh, I've heard of you, you know. But then when the Rebel Express started the jam session down at the Calico Palace in El Monte, we started reeling in the other band members so that everybody could get to know each other. And that's a lot of what Cocopelli's is about, you know. And the true heart of a musician is being able to communicate with other musicians through your music. And it doesn't even matter if you speak the same language, you know. And that's the real important part of it.
You tried so hard to run me off, I could not stick around.
I just came in to beat the heat. Looking around, I saw a tree. Dishing out the ice cream at the stand. Well, I said to her, hey, my name is George. Play your cards right and I'll be yours. Just scoop my cone, I will be your man. Well, she asked me what would be my pick. Here I thought that I'd be slick. I told her, give me cherry jubilee. Heard I could get the washer scoop. Her foot got caught and how I'll be duped. She landed in the ice cream, woe is me. As I peered in through the counter, it occurred to me. The girl I fell in love with, that in cherry's jubilee. Well, I helped her out and I helped her home. Helped myself to a cherry float the day I met my cherry jubilee. As I peered in through the counter, well, it occurred to me. Hey, the gal I fell in love with fell in cherry's jubilee. Helped her out and I helped her home. help myself to a cherry float the day I met my cherry Julie. Now she's my flavor of the month eternally.
Great show, Bob. How about a beer?
Well, you know, I'm the designated driver, Dad. Here you go. My dad appreciates that, but I'll have a Dr. Pepper. It's the only thing I drink. Thank you.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Rick. How you doing? Good. Glad to have you being on the show.
One more time, Drew. One more time, Drew. Here we go.
Great show, Bob. How about
Sorry, it was just a natural.
You know me from my dad.
I just take a girl and I'll leave it.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to There's Bob. I'm Bob.
And I'm Joe, and we support lower level unsigned musicians through their jam sessions.
Hello.
Yeah, Daddy did.
Now.
Really try to walk alone.